Hi, everyone, and welcome. Check out this scene. Tremendous buzz in the building here today. A lot of excitement around this college football matchup. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, now we'll get our first look at this offense here today. And, Kirk, here comes the star tight end. There's so much emphasis in college football on using this position creatively. And, man, this guy's as good as any of them.
Yeah, you nailed it, Chris. We've seen tight ends have a big impact in college football in the past, but what this guy is doing right now is unbelievable. Speed of a wide receiver, size and power of an offensive lineman. We're looking at a freak out there today. Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Stone. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. And here comes the punter onto the field.
On to kick it away.
Ball lands at the 5. It doesn't check up. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Quick pressure. They've got him down for a sack.
Oh, my goodness. That looked to be the defensive back who came flying up there to put the pressure on the quarterback.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
How about that? The defense does their job on 3rd down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's 4th and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Just able to get it away. Coverage team brings down the returner. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Ball handed off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here, and the early stats illustrating the story. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage. Now, don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. QB to the tight end for a completion. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Booker. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
2nd down play coming up. Off play action. He's looking to throw. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
But, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He pulls it in for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Booker. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. They call the counter run here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Boy, nice job by this defense being able to diagnose the counter play. You know, when you run that counter, you're hoping the illusion of the offense going one way and then coming back the other, that the defense buys into it. But they didn't buy it at all here, and they come up with a nice loss.
And the coverage team able to bring him down. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to throw again. Grab down the middle. It's Stone. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. The offense offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points here before halftime. No problem. Knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Here we're turning from inside the 10-yard line. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They get the second half started with the running play. Finds room at the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. There's the handoff. Oh, look at the quick cut. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. 1st down and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
And the defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. A lot of time in the pocket, now fires over the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and we reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the offense trots back out on the field again. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. Wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Quick throw, testing the middle. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
They'll kick it away here. Oh, and he's got some space here. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. The back's got it. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Obvious false start there, moving too early.
False start offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And the receivers got it. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And he drops back in the gun. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He hands it to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Got him. He's sacked.
Man, how do you like to be the offensive coordinator for this team right now with the offensive line coach trying to come up with any answer at all to deal with this pass rush? That's 5 sacks now in this game. They cannot seem to stop this pressure from this defense.
So now we'll have a field goal. It's at one of the biggest moments of this game so far. The distance will be from 36 yards away. This one is right through. And the game now tied here in the final quarter.
Man, I tell you, life of a kicker. This guy's not been called on the entire game. Probably cold as ice on the sideline. But when it matters, he's hot as a stove when his number's called.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. The shotgun handoff here. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before the time runs out. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back. He's going to test the secondary. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the game just good enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Play action here on first down. Defense is coming after him. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Picks up 9. And that's a first down for the offense.
First and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Out comes the field goal unit. He made his previous attempt. This one is a lot more pressure packed to take the lead in the final seconds. The attempt is no good. He missed it. And here in the fourth quarter, the game remains tied.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. And on the carry, he's heading left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
So here comes our first play of overtime. And the back gets the football. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And he'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a first down.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Ball handed to the running back. Now, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the pass is incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Sails it way high out of the end zone and incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So now the field goal team is out here trying to take the lead here in overtime. And this one is right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here we go. A touchdown wins the game here, needing at least a field goal to keep things going. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Snags a quick throw. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
2nd down coming up.
The first down play, not a good one. Looking at 2nd and long here. Here comes a handoff. Powering through. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
So 3rd down and medium. Can the defense get a stop and force a field goal attempt? Play action fake. Looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
So 1st and goal here. Can they punch it in and win the football game? And he's in there. Touchdown to win this game in overtime. Wow.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.